everyone, Tracy the Gamer Maven here.
Stephane the Games Teacher.
And we're part of
To Die For Games.
So today we're going to be starting a new segment about unboxing games. So you're going to get to see what's under that cover.
When we receive new games, we'll crack them open with you and you'll get a first-hand look at the contents.
So as you can see, we do have a few Viking games. We do like our Viking games, the whole exploration, kind of discovering new world, a little bit of looting, a little bit of pillaging, all that wonderful stuff.
Today we received a new Viking game to add to our collection, and it's Vikings Gone Wild. It's a game published by Lucky Duck Games. It's designed by Julien Vergonjeanne. Plays 2 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, in about 45 to 70 minutes.
So we're going to be doing an overview and review of this game later on, obviously. But for now, we're going to show you simply what's underneath this box cover. So let's open it up. Let's give it a crack open. The suspense, the suspense.
I'll set the cover aside for now.
So obviously you have your rule book, and it's beautiful art. I absolutely love the art on this. They did such a great job. I even like the little town halls. They have little Viking horns. Again, not historically accurate, but it still looks cute. And I like that it also showed us on the back here, expand your game. So there's going to be some expansions. I actually don't know if they're already out yet or if they're going to be coming out slowly, but they all look really cool. So I'm looking forward to adding those to this game.
Over here we have the game board. I'm going to actually open it up. It's kind of big, but we'll see.
That's okay. You don't need to see us. You just need to see the components.
Look at that. Oh, there we go. So a pretty big game board.
Yeah.
Now I haven't had a chance to play this one yet, so
I got a chance to play this, and it was quite good. It's got a lot of aspects of it that is really, really cool. It takes a deck builder and again brings it kind of to life. So I really like that. But these are where the various types of cards are going to go. So it's quite clear. It took us a little while to figure it out, but once you see these images, you'll see the back of the cards match. So. And then we have some wonderful player aids. So I love the player aids because on the back they have the awesome, the Vikings Gone Wild. So it's not just a plain black background. They've added a little bit of stuff there. And this is your front with your little flag for your character, where your deck and your discard is going to go, and then your mission cards underneath. So. Oh, and of course, in good true fashion of a card game,
the cards are falling out of their,
cards are falling out. That's okay.
I like the custom wooden bits that come with this game. So we have here, and I'm going to pull one out of the baggie to show you as close up as I can. This little beer barrel. It's a little wooden beer barrel.
And Vikings like both beer and
gold bar.
Gold bar. So very well done. Nice solid pieces. So I'm very happy with those.
Here we have some character tokens. I'll pull these. We've got these baggied up here to give you an idea. So here's a character some of you may know, Fenrir or Fenris Wolf, one of the antagonists of the Norse gods in the mythology. So.
Yes.
And then there's a few others. There's obviously Thor.
There's
several others in the bag.
Valkyries.
How many characters total do we know?
I think there are 6, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe more.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Looks like there's 8.
All right.
They have a small token and a large token. The one token is for your score marker. The smaller one and the larger one is to go on your player board so that you kind of know what's going on. And there is, of course, some other tokens here we've got. We've got our... and I like that they double-side them. Just it's fairly easy. You've got your when people attack you, then this is going to be like a damage token in your building, so that people know that you've been attacked already, and that particular building's been attacked because you can only attack once. And the other side is a little construction hammer with regards to certain buildings you cannot actually activate until the next round. So you want to put that on it to show that you've constructed it this turn.
One thing that I'm always happy to see in a game, and I'm happy that they included it in this one, player aids.
And they're really well done player aids. So they're double-sided player aids, which actually isn't a huge deal because the other side is really just for the attack phase. So it's not huge that you need to constantly be flipping it over. You really just need to flip it over for the other side when you're attacking or when you're defending.
So many games neglect to include player aids or
only one. I'm like, it's for 5 people. We need 5 player aids.
For all the players, please, yes.
So that is very handy. Of course, the one thing we forgot to mention in regards to the tokens is the Mjolnir. So the Mjolnir
Thor's hammer.
Is Thor's hammer. It's the starting player and it rotates throughout the game.
Nice little
round by round. It's very solid standy. Oh yeah, it stands up very well.
This box doesn't have a great surface in here, but there we go. Kind of standing there.
So something interesting, and we'll kind of show you the box after. I really like what they did with the box to make it easy to grab the cards. But the first thing you're going to start with is every player, of course, this is a deck builder. So everyone's going to have a starting deck. So there are 4 players. So we have our 4 player decks here. I've already kind of have them all split up. And each player is going to get town halls of level 1, 2, and 3. So 1.
You upgrade your town hall as you go.
And you upgrade it because then you can have more buildings, and it also is harder to attack because it has a better defense. And of course, all the starting decks start with 6 beer. You need to have beer because that's the best way to go pillaging. Then you got a couple of
fuel
gold.
For the pillaging.
A couple of gold, and lastly, you're gonna, of course, you need to start with some Viking warriors. So you have a couple Viking warriors. They're not the strongest ones, so they're kind of like, you know, the first starting guys and going from there, but they're pretty good. You slowly build up as you go along. Now these here are fun. These are we have mission cards and we have the Divine Favor cards. These are Divine Favor cards, and this one's Sif. This one's a special one we kind of got outside of the box. But we have some awesome, and again, like I said, see how the symbol is the same on the outside, so you'll be able to tell exactly where they go once you figure that out. And then these are end of game kind of conditions that everyone can possibly win. So a person who has majority will basically get those points and go from there. What else do we have in here? What else do we have?
Lots of cards.
Lots of cards. So we have some more cards here. Again, the back kind of show you. But you have your, as you can see, obviously attack and defense cards.
Oh, okay. Red for attack.
And one that I particularly love.
Pigator.
The Pigator.
Pigator.
Pigator. The Pigator. We were calling it the Piginator.
Does it launch pigs?
I don't know, but we can kind of imagine it launching pigs like little rockets. And on the other one, the defense cards, you have cannons and stuff, and you have a sheep cannon. Oh my god, the sheep cannon makes me laugh. There we go. Sheep cannon. Absolutely hilarious. So, little sheep kind of launching into space.
What other cards do we have in here?
So, because I've played it, I kind of know the cards a little bit better.
Sure, I'll let you talk about those.
Those are some more of the Divine Favor cards. But then we have all of our buildings. So you're restricted to a certain number of buildings. You've got breweries. You've got, of course, a brewery. You need to have a brewery. And you have to have a beer storage place. So it's a beer container. Then you have a gold place. You have a tavern. Some cards will allow you to increase the amount of cards you can draw and stuff like that. And then other cards will allow you to hold cards till the next game, because in a true deck builder you usually kind of get rid of all of your cards. Right. So in this case, I like that aspect. Oh, and we also have the Odin's Odin's River cards, or I forget what they're called. They're basically the ones that you can buy in addition to all your buildings. They're kind of rotating throughout the game, and I quite like that. So you have some that are just like useful in your deck, and then you actually have some undeads. Of course, I have to find one. Oh, there's an undead, which is probably a little less accurate, but it's still very fun because it gives you another way to win stuff and use your attack cards if you don't want to just attack your opponent.
What's this final deck of cards we have in here?
Oh, so these ones are the mission cards. So it's kind of got a little scroll on the back, and they're nice and bright blue. So I think if you notice, the distinctive colors really help make kind of things stand out.
Tells you where they go on the game board.
Exactly, and of course, then you know what they do, because not all the cards look the same, and you're trying to figure out which ones are which. So these are your mission cards, and each person is going to have 2, and then every time they complete one, they'll get another one. So that's another thing that you can get is multiple missions.
So we're not quite done yet. There's one other thing Tracy wanted to show you, and that's the insert of the box itself. So I'll hold it up and Tracy can kind of talk about it.
So if you notice, these guys here are a little bit elevated. It really helps people pick up cards, especially people who have like nails or bigger fingers and stuff like that. It elevates them, but not so much that it's going to make your cards bend, I find.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So I really like that they did that.
Mandy, this might work for you.
I think it is going to work for you. And I like, it seems a little empty right now, like when you put all the cards in. But with all those expansions just showing on the back, I think you're going to notice that it's going to fill up quite quickly, and I like that they added enough room for the expansions.
So once again, that is Vikings Gone Wild.
So with that, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Follow us on social media.